Hey guys, so Echo, welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Let's carry on where we left off. We're trying to work out who killed Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny, and right now we're focused on who caused the blackout. Currently all eyes are on Peko. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. Really? If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, do we have to support it? Please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't that a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Whoa. Is this like the new white noise? I'm pretty sure there's white noise in this game as well because I saw some achievements to do with it. Man, these trials are getting more and more complex. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Teruteru's account, Chiaki's account, Nekomaru's account. Lots of accounts.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
She could have.
That's impossible.
Well, she's saying it's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
That's all she has to say about that. Sorry.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Not in the office. Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. I mean, she wasn't in the office, apparently, when Kazuichi went inside. So, whose accounts are we reviewing again? We're reviewing Chiaki's, I know. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. We had Teruteru's. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity, that's why Teruteru couldn't use it during the blackout. And we've got Nekomaru's one. Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. So it's because it was locked, right? But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office,
Well, I think
she could have caused the blackout at any time!
Hajime's kind of given us a clue that we need to
That's
focus on Peko's
impossible.
testimony here to back up her testimony. But whose account is it?
Why is it impossible?
I don't think it's Teruteru's. He talks about the gas stove. Gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That doesn't really back up her claim. We've got Chiaki's account. Sitting guard outside. Fuyuhiko came to the old building, walked away. We got Nekomaru's. Kept trying to use the bathroom, but someone was using it. Oh! Oh! Was, I assumed that the bathroom was locked because someone was
Because I
trying to
was
use
not
it
in
to
the office.
get onto the floorboards, but maybe it was actually
Not even
Peko
before the blackout.
because she was sick.
What happened to your guard duty?
I missed that
Sorry.
one, didn't I? Okay,
Oh, you weren't. That's clearly a
Think?
desperate excuse.
that's my line of reasoning.
Since Peko was in, she could have caused the...
That's impossible.
I hope this works because
Why
we
is
don't
it
have much time.
Because I was not in the... Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that!
Alright, consent. Okay. So she was in the bathroom that time.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Well then, I don't think the way down, or if the way down is in the bathroom, then we really gotta suspect Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
So there must be another way into the, under the floorboards, but where is that? I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time, shortly after the party started.
But no one answered or anything. I thought it was just empty. Someone locked it inside and then went somewhere else.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
And that explains because we found Byakuya's body, but it was still locked because Peko wasn't in the office, was she? At that time? I can't remember. Anyway.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Couldn't she at least have said, like, go away or something every time we try to open the
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
door? Not everyone.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
Why are you so embarrassed? It's fine. Everyone has to go to the bathroom.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
But we need to know. She's supposed to be guarding the bloody circuit breaker. We could have had someone replace her.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Why, because it's not badly?
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Good idea. We still need to figure out who killed Byakuya.
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
God, she's so embarrassed all the time, isn't she?
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
Which circles right back to Teruteru making the food. He had the opportunity to mess with the food a little bit.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Also, if we consider... Hang on, let's review, because, you know, every time I edit the videos, I always watch it over again just to see if I missed anything. And I think I might have figured something out. So, we've got Ibuki's account, right, where everyone starts complaining about the blackout. Everyone talking in here was already in the room, except for one person. Teruteru. How did he get from the kitchen to the dining hall during the blackout, right? And I think this is where those fire doors are going to come in. I think those fire doors, maybe they closed during the blackout. If so, that proves that Teruteru would have been struggling to get to the dining hall without, you know, going underneath us. So, I don't know. I'm leaning towards Teruteru, but the only thing I can't explain is how can he reach up the floorboards because he's quite short, no? Unless the floorboards is really quite small. But then, Gundam couldn't reach his Hellhounderian through the floorboards. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Dude, seriously, let's move on already!
Seriously, stop it.
Thank you, Hajime.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
No, he's got a point, Mahiru. Don't start going ferocious on everybody.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Yes.
Laxatives?
Yes, to make her go to the bathroom.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
I still don't think the breaker was tripped manually. It's got to do something. It's got to be something to do with the ACs. The question is whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. But then Akane ate food and she was fine. Knife, AC timer, night vision goggles, embarrassing pose, party dishes.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
I like Fuyuhiko coming in now. It's awesome.
Now that you mention it...
Everyone's getting involved.
You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teruteru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Yeah, that's the thing, right? When he sabotages his own food. Whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
She got some food from the dining hall. Akane also got some food from the dining hall. I think this is our way of countering that, you know, it may not have been laxatives.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
So something else must have caused it then.
Now that you mention it...
I hope I'm right about this.
You brought food to the office, right?
just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No.
No, that's wrong!
Unfortunately not, because Akane also ate food. Damn it. Okay, maybe Terutoru didn't sabotage his food.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Some.
If the food had laxatives in it,
everything.
I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
Oh, no, I'm doubting Terutoru being the killer again.
I apologize for causing a scene.
How the hell?
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
But it's like as soon as she ate the food, she just suddenly happened to become sick.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh god, what else?
Cease this bickering!
Thank you, Sonia.
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Is it really that simple that it was just a coincidence she got sick?
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
God.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Okay. Irons, storage room, Terutoru, Chiaki, Nekomara. Oh, and the irons were also all turned on as well. Everything was turned on. The ACs, the irons, everything.
Who tripped
That's
the
where this
breaker
comes
and
on.
how did they do it?
I was wondering about those irons.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the
I
head.
was halfway there.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Oh, it's blue.
Maybe they used a remote control?
Yeah?
They probably messed with the breaker.
No.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Oops. That's not right. I doubt the power supply or the power transmitters were directly tampered with. Those are in a tricky spot.
Crap!
I've never even seen those before. I should think about this one more time. I broke my own rule, guys. I got too excited. I got too
Who
trigger
tripped
happy.
the breaker and how did they do it?
We're supposed to play the whole debate.
If you
Okay.
can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the
Just got
head.
too excited.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
I just saw Overload and I was like, yes, that's it.
They
But it's not.
probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
That's what I'm supposed to be shooting.
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Wow, that's a lot of blue. And yes, Mikan, I know you're not a trashy skank. How did the killer trip the circuit breaker? I'm pretty sure I already have that clue. Okay.
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe
Damn
they
it.
used a
For one
remote
time I break my own rule.
It does not have to be the break. They may have tampered with the power supply and
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Yes.
I agree with that.
That's cool. I like this new agreeing element as well.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
That's very dramatic, Hajime. But yes, they switched the ACs on and they switched all the irons on as well.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yes.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
You didn't need access to the office to do this.
Stupid fool!
Oh shit. Another one of these. Okay, good practice.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Alright,
What the heck?
go ahead.
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Yes.
That's inexcusable!
Why? Shit, okay. AC timer, night vision goggles, dual lumen case, irons in storage room tablecloth.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No,
I
the
can't
AC
back
timers
down.
help as well. Yes. I'm getting better at
No,
this.
just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
The irons wouldn't have been enough.
But the
because-
people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the... If the irons caused the blackout,
No,
Allow me to cut through those words.
not by themselves. That's why we didn't go straight into another blackout.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Right, exactly. See?
Air conditioners!
If we turned them on again after we restored power, we would have probably gone into another blackout.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Yes.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
It's okay, as long as we're all on the same page here. I don't mind if you have a problem with what my theories are. That's how we get to
Indubitably?
the truth.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
That's next level preparation. What the hell?
So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Yes, let's all start using the word indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Oh,
Dun dun dun!
you son of a bitch.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
It's easy to forget that someone's actually controlling Monokuma.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret.
You could have if you had somehow managed to flip it back on, but it was way out of reach. That's the problem.
If I was in the office, I could have reset
Yeah.
the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
Hey, it's hindsight 2020, but really, next time, get someone to substitute for you if you are having stomach problems.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
I am worried.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
Whoa, Nagito.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
What does this mean?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
And now you're saying that there is a killer and we'll find them?
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it,
I'm so
right?
confused now. Nagito, just, please.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners.
Does he know who the killer is already, or is he just... is he trying to deflect?
Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
No. Only one person was designated to clean the whole building.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Yeah, I know!
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
All we figured out is how the blackout occurred.
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Yeah, what?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others,
What?
isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
No, it's not!
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
No, that's unacceptable!
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
We absolutely do. Byakuya was my bro. Somewhat. Even though I accused him a lot, in the end he was a good person. I vow to find his killer, okay? And not even you, Makoto lookalike, will deter me from my goal.
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
We can't go home yet. For now, let's just solve this case, and then we can figure things out from now on.
I want to go home and eat candy! Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
The despair's taking hold of all of us.
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Tell that to Class 78.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's not true.
That's wrong. I think.
Yeah, I think as well. I'm just bluffing.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
Ooh, what clue?
Clue, you say?
Chiaki, show us the clue.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
But was the knife the murder weapon?
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
And Nagito was the one standing closest to the table. Just as I thought. This diagram is the clue. Unfortunately, it's not in our truth bullet, so we can't really review it until this point. Who the killer is, and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. The tape? Duct tape was stuck under the table, right? But you're saying the killer used it to move in the dark? That doesn't make any sense.
Crap!
I guess it's something the killer used to move in the dark. What did they use to move in the dark? Shit. The tablecloth? Nope. I'm just looking on my ass. We're back to the night vision goggles. Byakuya was using the night vision goggles. No, it wasn't that either. How? The lamp?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Would it be because there would be a fading light source as soon as the power goes out? And they can still briefly see things? I don't know. Sorry, I kind of just like fired everywhere I could there because I was panicking because the time was running out.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this!
Of course.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power
It
cord.
was basically like a guiding sort of rope, wasn't it, to the table?
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
Ingenious. Ah!
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
The person closest to it.
Who?
The only person here who could have possibly done it. Really? Is it actually?
You're the only one!
Exactly.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
And when he said ow, maybe it was because he banged his head trying to go under the table.
That's just a coincidence.
Just like Pecco's stomach ache.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning.
I see.
These timers are so
Nagito,
unforgiving.
weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
It sounded like Terry for a second.
That's...
Possible.
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another...
But did Nagito really do it, or is he just testing us? Is he trying to, like, get us, you know, to consider everyone as a suspect?
I wonder, is something like that even possible?
It's like he's taken Byakuya's mantle. But I don't know, I don't want to think he did it. It's possible he did it, but maybe this is all one big test for us.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Or did he really actually kill Byakuya?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
I don't know. It's all looking very bad. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this? Just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
And you just randomly prepared this drawing?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Yes.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
But he also led us to a bunch of clues, like the threat and everything.
Nagito, say something!
Oh god, he's gone insane.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
He's gone psycho!
Huh?
Those eyes! At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
What?
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
I think he's...
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
Is this like Junko all over again and I'm just like tunnel visioning? Open your mind, Wack. Open your mind.
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
Does this all sound right to you?
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
It's like genocide, another personality.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with the twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
This is creeping me out.
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
I don't know. I'm not. I'm half convinced.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Or maybe he just feels guilty because he let Byakuya die.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Oh, God.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy. Is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yeah.
Yep, I sure did.
But why would you direct us to find it?
There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
I'm just saying, if he's not the killer and someone else is, they must be very, very happy right now.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
He's nuts. Ah!
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then, how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Man, it's all adding up, and it's starting to get hard to doubt it now. Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. Not to mention the fact that he pretended not to notice the blood was on that tablecloth that we found there. If you stayed in there a long time, I think it'll be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yeah, but see, this is all getting drawn out too long now.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
Huh?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
The ultimate lucky student. It was lucky that he got the drawing to clean. Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is the ultimate lucky student.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
Want to get chosen.
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's a thing!
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
I actually want that talent in my life. Huh? I'm left with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? Oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
Ugh.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Mikan?
Huh? The fuck?
Is this where autopsy comes in?
How should I put this?
I'm about to fall off my chair. I'm just sitting right on the edge.
Is Nagito really the killer?
I know, right?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
It's too convenient. Why is he just suddenly confessing everything?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
That knife is not the murder weapon.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
No, we will hear everything. Every tiny little piece of detail. I want to know everything.
I'm sorry.
Don't listen to her, Mikan.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Please.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Exactly.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
We've got nothing to lose by listening to what she has to say. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear, will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. Ooh, okay, so I won't be able to use the silencer. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Start button? I think you mean escape. Because my controller's not plugged in. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, come on. Oh, I'm excited. This trial is so long, but it's so good. I love it. I love that it's long. So many accounts. Okay, Ibuki, Nekomaru, Chiaki, Kazuichi, and Mikan's autopsy results. I'm gonna go for her
I think
autopsy
it's
results.
strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
Those are the white lines. Teru's starting to get, like,
He
panicked.
has already confessed.
you know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it.
Poor girl just wants to say something.
He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
No, that's what I'm gonna shoot.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Mikan, please!
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Jesus.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
No, it's gotta be the skewer, right? Something a lot more thinner. Why does Mikan think it's strange? Because she must know something that contradicts the crime scene.
I think it's...
The killer is so obvious.
He has already
you know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the...
No!
No, that's wrong!
It's wrong! The knife isn't the murder weapon. He was stabbed from under the floorboards. That's been my assumption this
That
entire
knife
time.
might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
It's gonna be so hard to stab him 10 times. If we look at where he was stabbed, see there on the diagram. How the hell are you gonna stab him 10 times in those different places when you're both crouched under the table? Okay? It's tough. He's got to have been stabbed under the floorboards when he was trying to reach for it. Someone must have gone it through the floorboards.
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
It's less than a centimeter, for goodness sake.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Jeez.
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
I'm so confused.